Welcome back. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. So, I'm back. Welcome back. And let me get this straight. You wanna look like this. Or this. Or maybe like this. Or maybe any sort of combination of all of these. In the end, you want to look like Carlos from Resident Evil 3 Remake, because that's the version of Carlos that I'm gonna be focusing on in this video. So you want to look like this. Perfect. I got you covered, man. So before we begin, I just want to show you one thing. The amount of thirst traps I've seen with this man on Pinterest while I was trying to get my pictures is crazy. That they are comparable to Leon. And you know who Leon is in this franchise. He's a poster boy, and you know. The amount of motherfucking thirst traps I've seen. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Alright? So, I actually need mental help right now. Anyway, I noticed the muscles that really pop on his physique, and they are essentially the chest. The whole chest is very well developed. The arms, of course, the biceps, a little bit more than the triceps, and the brachialis right here is very well developed. The forearms as well, of course. The obliques are very well developed, so we're gonna do that. Also the abs. The core is just very well developed overall. And the shoulders, but mostly the side delts, the muscle that makes you wider, that really pops. So yeah, we're gonna focus on these muscles. All right, let's go. So for the chest, we're gonna do dips and a sort of press. Now, I always prided myself on giving you options for new equipment. Unfortunately, I don't have those options for every single exercise. You're gonna need a little bit of equipment. Maybe if it's just a dumbbell, a set of dumbbells, a band, it will work somehow. You just gotta make ways for it to work. So yeah. So let's start with dips. You can do dips on parallel bars, but I mean, parallel bars, man, everybody does dips on them. They're not, I mean, they're okay, but if you can move up to rings, gymnastic rings, man, that's another fucking world, bruh. You can stretch your pecs perfectly and then come up, and maybe you twist your arm and you contract it even more. Yeah, it's a perfect exercise. Now, it requires a lot of stability, and you'll need to progressively overload. And maybe it will take some time to adjust, but in the end, in my opinion, it's a better exercise. It's a different exercise, ring dips, you know. And then we got incline, yeah, for a press we got incline, dumbbell or barbell press. Now this is just, I guess, what you prefer. You can overload better with a barbell, but with a dumbbell, I guess it's not, the dumbbells are not that heavy, you can get a little bit more range of motion, and maybe you can control them better than a barbell. I personally find the dumbbell press, whether it's flat or inclined, to be more stable than a barbell press. From when I started lifting, a barbell has never, I don't really fuck with a barbell, but these past few weeks I've actually incorporated an incline barbell press, and I started to go and to actually hit it hard, and it's going better. But I mean, I'm yapping too much, I know, I should shut my bitches up, but this is also just a reminder for me to shut my bitches up, because I'm yapping too much and I need to get straight to the point. The point is, you can do whatever you want from these two. Now, here it is, the no equipment version is a decline push-up with maybe weights in your backpack. You can put some plates in your backpack if you have plates, or maybe just books, I guess. Anything that works as weight. If you have a weight vest, even better. Then we're going to back. Now back is just the simplest muscle to train. You just gotta do a vertical pull and a horizontal pull. So in this case we're gonna do pull-ups, and then we're gonna do cable or dumbbell or barbell or inverted rows depending on the equipment you have available. I personally prefer cable rows or dumbbell rows, but you can do barbell and inverted rows and you'll be just fine. Just push them hard. Then we're going to shoulders. Now to shoulders, like I said, we're just gonna focus on side delts, and we're gonna spam lateral raises 2 to 4 times a week. Whether they're cable or dumbbells, I personally prefer cable, and I think they're better just because the tension is stable throughout the movement. But if you only have dumbbells available, again, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, don't make no excuses, make it work somehow. And then, like I said, we're gonna do obliques and abs. Now for obliques, you just gotta twist your core, your upper body, whether it's with a med ball or a kettlebell or a cable or a band, it works just fine. Now cable is a little bit better because again it has stable tension throughout the range of motion, but you can do bands, you can do kettlebell, you can do med ball, what you got available and what you like most, because you just gotta have fun, bro. Fun is just such an underrated factor in training nowadays. Just have fun, alright? For abs, we're gonna do decline sit-ups with weight, so we're gonna hold a kettlebell or a weight plate in our hands and do incline sit-ups this way, or leg raises, whether they're hanging or lying. Now legs, I don't know what to talk about legs because they're not really Carlos's vibe, you know. He wears pants all the time. He just doesn't really show his legs. I don't know how jacked they are. They are probably strong and athletic because he's a UBCS operative. But yeah, just play sports, hike, I guess, sprint, bike, whatever you want to do. Just be active and your legs are gonna be fine if you don't want to grow them. If you want to grow them, it's a different story, but in this case it's fine. Now for arms, finally for arms, biceps, we're gonna do easy or barbell curls. This is just one of the best exercises for arms, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then we're gonna do Bayesian curls. Now the Bayesian curl is an exercise that I started doing recently after Jeff Nippard posted about it, and it's actually feels like a lot better for me than preacher curls. I guess if you have gymnastic rings, you can do pelican curls, but pelican curls, they're very risky in the way that you can fuck up your arm, your bicep, you can tear it down very easily, so be careful. I've never had any problem with them, but it depends on the person. For triceps, we're gonna do overhead triceps extensions and push downs, simple as that. And for forearms, thighs, I don't know why I did that, we're gonna do hammer curls to target the brachialis right here between the bicep and the tricep, and we're gonna do cable wrist curls to target like the inside of the forearm. The outside of the forearm is getting worked like in any sort of shoulder or chest movement and pull movement, so we don't really need to focus on them so much. The hammer curl kind of does it anyway, so yeah. So let's go. Oh, my bad. Let's go into the sample program. Now, I wrote just a sample program for 4 days a week. Like I said, I'm not incorporating legs. I just told you, play sports, any sort of sport that involves your legs, and you're gonna be fine. Now, I only have 3 to 4 exercises per workout because they're gonna be short and effective. Your workouts don't have to be over 1 hour to be effective. So first of all, we're gonna start with chest, back, and shoulders. In this case, we're gonna do pull-ups first, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. You can add weight, and it's gonna be a little bit more effective. You don't have to do high reps, just add weight with a weight belt or a weight vest. Dips, the same story as pull-ups, you can add weight. Lateral raise with the dumbbells, 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps, and side twists. I just told you can do them with a band, with a cable, with a kettlebell. Anyway, 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Or you can lower the reps and you can do them more explosively. Yeah, that would be a good idea actually. Then we're going to arms, which the first workout for arms, we're gonna start with easy bar curls, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Then overhead tricep extensions, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Then hammer curls, 2 sets of 8 reps. Push downs, 2 sets of 12 reps. And then we're gonna do chest, back, and shoulders, but another version, which is gonna start with inclined barbell press, 3 sets of 6 reps. Lateral raise with a cable this time, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. A dumbbell row, 2 sets of 8 reps, and again abs decline sit up, 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Then we're gonna do another version of the arm workout, which is just gonna be a Bayesian curl, 2 sets of 8 reps, a cable wrist curl, 3 sets of 10 reps, and dips, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Now I'm actually gonna add something here because I forgot to add it. I'm going to add shoulders, which is gonna be a lateral raise with a cable, and we're just gonna do 2 sets of 12 reps, but we're gonna go to failure on both. And maybe after you did a cycle, for example, you can do, let me show you actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So pretty much you can start with chest, back, and shoulders. I'm just gonna put like 1 here as chest, back, and shoulders. Then we're gonna do 2, which is arms. You can rest. Then we're gonna do 1v2, which is the chest, back, and shoulders, but version 2. Same for arms. Then you can rest. So yeah, I think this is a pretty solid program. Again, this is probably an beginner to intermediate, or an intermediate to, or a novice to intermediate program. Okay, so yeah, this is it. Let me show you the bigger picture. So this is the whole program, if you can see everything. Screenshot this, or maybe only this, and get to work. So leave suggestions, any sort of characters you want, maybe characters that are a little bit more known, because I don't know every single character, and maybe then I have to do research on them, so that would probably take some time. Probably I want to do a couple of workouts for some characters, mostly from The Last of Us Part 2, probably Abby, and probably I'm gonna do a version 2 of Joel's, or maybe I'm gonna do Ellie, I don't know. The thing is, I have some plans for the workouts I'm gonna do next, and hopefully if everything goes to plan, I will do them. And just thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And until the next time, I hope you'll grow. Don't look for excuses, alright? Just put in the work and you'll grow. Work hard, train hard, recover harder, and you're gonna be just fine. Until next time, subscribe and like this video and comment. And I hope you're all the best, man. I'll see you in the next one.